The first ever guitar pedal is back. Let's check out the brand new Maestro effects.
That's the sound.
Hey guys, Kris here.
And my name is Guillaume. Hope you're having a great day today. It is a great day. It is a great day for all pedal nerds, pedal geeks, pedal enthusiasts out there, because it is the rebirth of the brand Maestro by Gibson, creators of what is, I think, the very first pedal in the world, the Maestro Fuzz Tone. Which that is not, but we'll get back to that very shortly.
Yeah.
The brand is revived. They came up with 5 effects, namely a fuzz, an overdrive, a distortion, a chorus, and a delay. We'll be going through those pedals, play them,
and explain some
things,
stuff about them, where they're made, how they're made, how close they are. Well, the fuzz, how close that is to the original, etc. Let's play something and then talk about the first pedal.
Okay.
You want to play the fuzz?
Yeah,
you do.
Sure. It does the cleanup thing. It does the cleanup in the modern setting. Yeah.
So it does have 2 settings. The classic will get you close to that really fizzy and thinner tone that the FC1, the Fuzz Tone, and it has a modern setting which is way more meaty and just thicker and softer.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds softer.
I think
prettier in a way.
Prettier. I think in isolation, definitely. If you're the kind of person like me who likes to use fuzz on everything, the modern setting is definitely more tailored to that. Like to sit in between the overdrive and the fuzz. Like I can see that played.
It's like a pretty tone. You can actually play very soft thingies, and you don't have to nail it.
Like all the nice chords, and that works pretty well. I think the classic is definitely either going full on vintage, obviously classic, vintage, whatever you call it, direction. But I also think that it's going to stack probably better because it's got that super gritty high end. So if you put that into an overdrive, for example, I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe that might happen.
It will definitely happen.
Because the overdrive is going to take care of the richness of it, and the fuzz is just bringing in
the fuzzy attack.
The fuzzy attack, exactly.
Fuzzy.
Exactly what I meant to say.
Let's stop,
with my hands.
So this is not a reissue.
No.
This is the elephant in the room. It's not a germanium fuzz. It's not that circuit. It is a silicon. Fuzz that's supposed to go as close as it can without being the actual circuit to the original sound. In the classic setting, and in the modern, that's the cherry on the top. Offering a more modern, more round sounding tone.
Yeah, I think it sits fairly well with the aesthetic and the kind of thing that I think that the brand wants to go with. That is reminiscent. That means that you can get the classic tones with those. And I've only played them 37 seconds, so I'm not, don't take my word on it yet. Wait for the end of the video. Fairly classic, but also allowing you to find your own kind of thing in there, experiment a lot. And there's a lot of cool quirks and features in there.
I love these spacey 70s kind of
and the
science fiction design.
The 3 dots and everything, that's so cool. I like that.
Let's stack it. You play the classic, I would say, and I'll turn on the overdrive. And then we'll take a look at the overdrive as well.
Let us do that. By the way, while he's turning me on, I'm playing the PRS Silver Sky SE into the board with only those 5 pedals, into the Rev D20, into the Palmer Cabo Celestion, cream back, 75?
Yes!
Yes, nailed it. All right, fuzz.
And overdrive.
And overdrive.
That's my thing. Da-da.
Da-da.
Yeah, you went for the double thing. Like neck bend and...
Oh, yeah. All the
bends.
No one knows if I was out of tune. I don't know if I was out of tune, but...
Yeah, awesome.
Exactly as expected.
It works, yeah.
Yeah, I'm super happy about that.
I went back in the classic setting on the fuzz.
Yeah.
Had all the gain and tone kind of warmer, not too harsh. And on the drive, which is something I'll play in a second, the overdrive was set for a very low gain.
Yeah.
Warmer, pretty kind of...
Yeah, in that kind of situation, you'd almost just want to use it as an EQ, kind of a softener after the fuzz anyways. But it also does more gain. But please demonstrate.
That's the amount of gain we had at the moment. It's so warm, but it's not dull. It's not like woolly where I always want to keep on turning the tone up. It has enough sparkle, or like top end.
It's definitely
a very soft tone. It's kind of unique, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know any drive pedals that sound like that.
I honestly, right now, I'm not even sure if I could say if it's hard or soft clipping.
I mean, it sounds soft clipping, but what do we know?
Yeah, so, it's very much its own thing. It's definitely full range.
But it's on the warm side. It's on the
100%.
rounder side.
Yeah, I think it's a good overdrive if you play in like a trio situation kind of thing and you want the biggest possible kind of edge of breakup and kind of sound, because that's all the frequencies. Have it all.
And it worked really well with the fuzz, which is again something if you like fuzz pedals, you really want at least one overdrive that does that. I have my one or two favorite ones which will work with my fuzzes. I do need them on my board if I want to use my fuzzes, and I would never separate from them because of that reason already. So that's something I dig about it, for sure. Okay, well, do you want to metal?
No, you got the cable. I'll let you metal.
Okay. The next one is called the Invader. And it invades.
Here's the clean tone. Please demonstrate. It's a very dime-baggy way to demonstrate the clean tone. Nice.
There's a noise gate built in, and it chugs like hell. I mean, this is like a vintage singer coil. Hello.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really tight. It's very mean.
I'm not trying it with that guitar. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I really, really like that.
That's a big surprise, actually. I was expecting something ratty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess,
maybe like a DS1 direction, like this very 70s, 80s kind of nasty rock tone.
That's what the looks kind of call for, really.
I mean, I'm guessing you could do that, but the lack of mid-range
that's true.
Screams for that classic metal tone.
Yeah,
it just does it. I mean, that and the overdrive in front of it. Can you please stack it?
Yes,
just
sir.
Go back with the gain a bit and
yes,
just
sir.
Wait.
Oh, chuggy, chug. Just chug on. Hey.
Yeah. Dead silent.
What? That's what a gate does, but it's still like it's always cool. I'm used to single coils and like 4 pedals stacked together, so you can't blame me to be impressed. Damn.
What was it? Dream Theater Awake.
Yes.
Yo.
So yeah, if you wanna start a metal band and show up to gigs, well, people assume that you're in I don't know, the Cure cover band or something. I think that's the sleeper sort of rig. You know how they put like brand new PCs into old cases?
Yeah.
That feels like that. It just sounds massive.
All right, here's your chorus cable.
Oh, my chorus.
It's programmed.
Right.
That's awesome. The upper setting, the orbit.
Yeah.
So it's a chorus, but it does 2 things. It has the chorus tone, that's what you've heard first. That's the mini toggle in its down position. And the up position is more of a, I would call this a vibrato kind of tone. Or
yeah, I think the brochure is going to say something like rotary-inspired effect. To my ears,
it does a wobbly thing.
It does a wobble. It's not exactly that wobble. It's kind of a different wobble.
It's a bit of a volume wobble.
Exactly. But you've heard the wobble, so now you know which wobble we're talking about.
And good news is that you can change the wobble, because inside you'll find a trim pot for that. And with that, you can change the rate.
Yeah.
And even the intensity.
Intensity, yeah.
So you have trim pots inside this one, and I forgot to mention it in the Invader.
The distortion too.
We're so sidetracked.
Professionals.
With all the chugs, where you can change the gate, like where the gate starts to cut off the signal. Yeah. So that's very useful in the Invader.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big chorus guy. I don't think you're a big chorus guy either.
Not the biggest, no.
I was super happy with the Orbit thing because it felt like kind of a trem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It had that trem, phasey kind of. There's still a volume dip, so I wouldn't call it like, harmonic or anything like
really
that. Like there is a volume dip in that, but that's one of my favorite effects. So I'm kind of down for that. I really like it.
Yeah. And the last one is
but not least.
The Discoverer.
The Discoverer delay.
Which is a delay. And it does, you want to play it? Should I play it?
Sure.
You can play it. Keep on.
And then
I'll show what it does and then we talk about it.
You're actually better than me at playing delays. I'm always like playing YouTube, but badly. With the modulation on. Oh my god! So this is why Kris demos the delays and I don't, because I use all delays as slapbacks.
We can do the slapback thing. Whoa!
That's the gate.
I need to play all the pedals
I'm
together.
just baffled that it works at all.
It's so
It's
good,
crazy.
man. How can this be?
I butchered your riff, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, man. It's awesome.
Just turn the gate back on.
yeah, the gate. I turned off the gate because it was kind of freaking out with all the gain in front of it. But
that's mad.
I'll take all 5 just for that tone.
I didn't think that would work. It did work.
Me neither.
It did work. That's turning quickly into an episode of pedal therapy. I think now everyone knows we didn't script any of that, right?
And that was a big surprise, man.
Yeah,
I mean, we
cool.
tested the pedals before we hit record, of course, like
Ish.
1 or maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
But what do you think about them?
I'm impressed. I didn't really have any expectations because I didn't expect Gibson to, come back up with the Maestro Brand and put out like new pedals. Like if anything, I would have thought, hey, they're gonna bring back like a custom shop version.
FS1.
Exactly,
Real germanium.
And that would have made sense, and I would have got it, and it would probably have been a great pedal. But this is a very happy surprise, and I'm always happy to be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to go for a silicon fuzz, which this one is. This Fuzz Tone is a silicon fuzz because it's just more stable. It's not as hard to source. Like you can actually get enough. Because we should not forget that they're not building like 100 of these. They want to offer this for the whole world. They're Gibson, and they will want to be able to produce enough for everyone. So silicon and this kind of circuit, and these are made in, I think, in China, somewhere in Asia.
Yeah, definitely
so
Asia.
they wanted to make sure that they can build enough. It doesn't mean that they wanted to cut on quality because the way they sound, the noise floor, the build quality, the enclosure.
I want to show that.
Very cool.
Can you stand by the amp just a second?
Yeah.
I wanted to show that off because I'm not usually impressed by enclosures. You're going to find paint where grounding should be, and jack connections that are not secure, and designs that are kind of just always the same, but you're going to pay a premium for them. This one is actually kind of... I was handling it pretty well, but that could have turned into a B-stock really quick.
I cannot look at it.
But it's a really cool design. So basically your screws are on the side there, and you only need to loosen, not even take out, but just loosen those two to open the enclosure.
Oh, come on.
And I thought that was so smart. I don't know if anyone else does it. I don't know every pedal brand. I would like to, but I don't. And so I thought that was like a really cool design.
Yeah.
And so you've got easy access to your trim pots there. And another thing that I appreciate is that they block the battery connector with a plastic thingy there, because a lot of brands don't do that, and the connector is just like flopping inside the enclosure,
short out the whole
and it
thing
can
and
risk
destroy
to
it.
short the whole circuit. So I don't usually talk about enclosures. Maybe I should, but I was really happy with those.
And you guys thought I'm a geek, right?
I thought that was a cool design, and that was worth mentioning. So there you go. It has been mentioned.
No, it's actually cool. I've never seen an enclosure like that.
And there you go. You didn't lose any screws. It's closed again. You've adjusted your trim pots, so changed your batteries or whatnot.
Especially if you have trim pots inside, that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Because it can be a struggle.
You either want the easy opening altogether, or just
yeah. That's really cool. All right, so
back to business.
My first thought was like, here you go, here's a guitar, and it's kind of heavy, but not really. I was expecting, them to bring out the germanium full-on reissue, which is something I kind of dream of, and it will probably happen one day. I can kind of see that coming up at some point. Probably like a limited. Hand-built, blah, 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 super expensive fuzz, which we don't need, but we really want. But this makes much more sense, because you can play this in a smoky bar, you can rehearse with this in your rehearsal room where it's almost freezing cold or hot in the summer, whatever. It will sound pretty much the same or exactly the same, because it's not a germanium fuzz. And the rest is just brand new. They never made these kind of pedals before, and I love them. I think I would use the Invader least, because even though I dig that tone, it's just not really me. I'm not that much into scoop tones, but I really dig it, and it's a really cool option if you're looking for something like a higher gain distortion pedal that's tight, because tightness, that's the biggest issue with distortion pedals. That's why I tend to use lower gain drives and stack them instead, because that's going to be tighter than most of the standalone higher gain distortion pedals. And it's the opposite. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And 100%. The rest, as you told, I'm not a big chorus guy, but I love the orbit setting.
The other wobble is a really good wobble.
Yeah,
it's a fairly original one too.
Yeah. And the delay, I mean, come on, it's a delay with a modulation on. It's perfect. You know.
It's tasteful modulation. No, I like them. I'm happy. Next step, if you can remake the G2 with the ring modulator and the Ottawa and everything. I'd like that too. Gibson, thank you. Maestro, Gibson, I'm not sure. Maestro.
Was it Maestro? The ring modulator?
No, I think it was Gibson.
It was Gibson, right?
But like Gibson, Maestro.
Gibson, Maestro.
You guys talk. All right. Make it happen. That'd be sick. Yeah.
Reach it down there in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the pedals, how you like the tones, and subscribe to the channel, I guess.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, to ring the bell so that you don't miss out on what's coming next. It was very nice to have you with us today. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you very soon.
Definitely.
In the comments or next week.
Next week-ish.
Bye.
Bye.